Hey, what's going on, guys? So in this video, we're going to be going over support and resistance and trend lines. And this is more so just a retail perspective of it. There's a lot of courses that teach it like this. And this is what you'll see on YouTube for the most part. And this is just more of a talking about a primer as far as in the earlier videos, we were talking about chess mentality. And this is more so the retail mindset. And we'll talk about how to exploit these. But first, if you want to exploit them, you have to learn what they are. So one of the most common is support and resistance, and the classic teaching is that it should keep trading into this trend line, right? So you have your first touch, second touch, and then you have that third touch. Retail is selling short right there. And what do we know about that setup? Generally, retail's correct, right? But they're just on the wrong side. So you can see right here, trades down and then above. So then there's another retail setup. You have these 1, 2, 3 touches. And then as it breaks that trend line and trades back down into it, they're buying on that retest there. So there is that as well. Not just right here, the support and resistance side looking to sell there, but they're also looking to buy there if it breaks. So classic support and resistance will look something like this. This is the classic teaching. You're looking from the body down to the wick and looking for support and resistance levels. You could see support being the bottom, resistance being the top. The classic teaching is you think of support and resistance like a house. And support and resistance isn't wrong. It's just a lot of the versions of it are just applying it in the wrong context. So like, for example, like I said, it's a house. So you have the floor and you have the ceiling. If it can't get through the floor, right, your floor is supporting you right now. But if you tried to jump through your ceiling, it would resist you. So you have support, the floor, and resistance, the ceiling. So here you can see it trades down, finds support, can't get all the way through the floor, breaks up. Now you had this level, which in this section here would have been seen as resistance. That's the ceiling. So when it breaks through, that is where you start looking to buy. Once it breaks through the ceiling, then you want to see that resistance breaks through. And if you're on top of that house now, you're on the roof would now be supporting you. So it turns to support. And that's just the classic support turned resistance. So then right here, like I said, you have that break and retest. That's where you break through that ceiling and then find support on top of it. So we'll go over the trend as well as far as the interbake teaching in the other videos. And that is more so how we'll look at the real support and resistance. But for now, I just need you to understand these basic concepts of basic support and resistance. If you want to learn more about these, just go to YouTube, type in support and resistance, and you'll find hundreds and hundreds of strategies based around those support and resistance levels. Like I said, personally, I don't use them in this context. We will use them in a certain way, but there's only a certain context that we look at them in.